Hi, this is National Sales Director Auri Hatheway, and welcome to Driven Mary Kay University Class 4 Coach. Real quickly, let's recap on last week, which was Class 3 Book. And I gave you a challenge at the end to hand out 5 goodie bags to people that you don't have their contact information, and to get your date book not only pinked out, but also filled up. So I want to ask you, how are your bookings coming to finish your Power Start, your 30 practice facials in 30 days? And just remember, you want to memorize the script on page 10. That is where the magic is at. Well, let's get started with chapter 4, which is Coach. And we're going to recap on what an IPA is, an income producing activity. There are 4 of them. It is book, coach, sell, recruit. And so right at the very top of your manual, and we are on page 17, you're going to draw in the box the full circle success. You're going to draw a circle, and at the top you're going to put book. At 3 o'clock you're going to put coach. At 6 o'clock you're going to put sell. And at 9 o'clock, you're going to put recruit. And inside the circle, you'll put full circle success. So last week, we really talked about booking. And now that our calendar is full, we're going to talk about coaching. And what is coach? Well, I always talk about how if you've ever played sports or you've watched sports, there is a coach that coaches this team to success. In essence, that is who you are. You will coach all of your appointments for success. So let's fill in the definition of coaching. Coaching is the art of keeping your appointments. It is the art of keeping your appointments. Now, notice I didn't say the luck of keeping your appointments. So I want you to know that this business is not luck. Thank God. It's not like I said, oh, I don't really know how my appointments held. I think I just got lucky. You should totally run for the hills. What I'm about to teach you today was transferred to me by Daylene White, Mary Kay Ash's best friend, who started the company with her in 1963. And I had the privilege of knowing Daylene and being trained by her. There's a quote here by Mary Kay Ash, and she said, if it's worth booking, it's worth coaching. And so coaching truly is the follow-up. So let's fill in here, and these are my tips for you. The very first tip I have for you is that if you don't have a guest list, you do not have a party. It is as simple as that. Anytime I had a booking in my calendar for a party and I had not gotten a guest list, I knew it was going to cancel, and I just booked another appointment in that exact same slot for that exact same time, because I was committed to holding 2 appointments every Saturday. And if I had given you my Saturday at 2 o'clock and you had not given me a guest list, I was going to book something else there. I wasn't going to wait for her to tell me, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, nobody's going to come. I remember once I had a hostess call me to tell me, oh, I'm so sorry, nobody's going to come. And she called me on Friday to tell me about Saturday. I said, oh, sweetie, I know you never gave me the guest list. I went ahead and booked that spot for someone else. She's like, you did? I'm like, yeah, I've been doing this for years. I totally know how it works. Remember, I told you, if we don't send out invitations, nobody knows there's a party. So how are people supposed to know? And Saturday is like my key day to work my Mary Kay business. So if you'd like to get in the calendar again, we could try it. I want to give you your hostess presents. I want to give you your hostess gifts. And so I just want you to know that I value my time, and you should value your time too as a business owner. And that's why in our introductory class, I wanted to remind you so often, this is a business. Treat it like a business and it will pay you like a business. So how do you get the guest list? I think this is the biggest question. Well, I'm going to give you just a few tips here, 3 of them. The first one is expect it. Expect it. You guys, you got to expect a guest list. Your expectation determines your outcome. I've never booked something and not expected a guest list. I totally expect it. And if I actually don't get a guest list, I double book the person. Like, I know this is not going to hold. There are very few exceptions to that rule. For example, somebody who's a natural gatherer, they just say the word party and everybody's at their home, I probably wouldn't need a guest list from her. But you want to work your business on the rule and not the exceptions to the rule. The second tip I have for you is that question number 11 on the back of your customer profile card, guess what? That is your guest list. So this is a customer profile card. And on the back, question 11 says, give your friends the gift of a pampering session. List those friends who would like some extra pampering, their names and their numbers. Well, guess what? This is your guest list. When they play the back of the card game, and the script is on page 28, and we just reviewed this last week, when they play this game, these are the women they're going to invite. So when somebody fills this in with their names and numbers, I already have the guest list and I text out all the invitations. So I just want you to remember, these are not referrals. I never even use the word referral in my Mary Kay business because I don't want referrals. I want guest lists. I want parties. I want to make more bang for my buck, okay? I want to invest my time wisely. Why do a facial when I can do 3 at the same time, and that is a party, okay? So now, have I ever had somebody give me names and numbers back here and they don't want to do a party? Absolutely. Will I call their friends and give them the gift of a pampering session? Absolutely. And that's all on a chapter on book. Okay, so this is a guest list, all right? Remember that. This is a guest list. And the last one is memorize and use. Memorize and use the script, turn a facial into a party, and that's on page 10. So if you want to document, number 2 says question 11 on the back of the profile card equals a guest list. That script is on page 28, if you want to write that down. Memorize and use the script, turn a facial into a party, and that's on page 10. And I talked about this last week, that is where the magic happens. When you turn the facial into a party, when you get out of your comfort zone and you say, hey, can I ask you for one more favor? My goal is to get 30 of these done. Is there any reason why you could invite 2 of your friends? And which 2 would you like to invite? That would really help me with my goal. Right there, that is turn a facial into a party. All right. The next tip I have for you is you send the invitations. You send the invitations. Don't leave your paycheck in someone else's hands, okay? Now, how do I send out invitations? Thank God for text messaging. I just text messages over to their guests, and I use the app called Red Stamp that I talked about last week, and it's completely free. The next tip is always make the RSVP on the invitation your name and number. Always make the RSVP on the invitation your name and number. So even if the hostess wants to control it, I just say, okay, let me send you the invite, and here's what you're going to send to your friends. All you have to do is copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. So when her friends RSVP, it's to me. Now, every single script in this entire manual, you can go through and pick any one of them out from the prior chapter. Every single script says that when they RSVP to me, they get a gift. So we're going to go through a stream of text messages where the hostess sends out the invite and they're supposed to RSVP to me, and you're going to see the gift that they're going to get. All right. And our next tip is always make envelopes enticing, cute, and fun with stickers or draw hearts, smiles, and hearts. Okay, so let me tell you what I call this. Do you remember junior high? And in junior high, you'd like write a note to your girlfriend, and your goal was for that note to make it all the way across the classroom without the teacher noticing. So like you had to your friend Maria, whatever. You're like, pass it down. Just keep going. And so think about what you'd put on that note. You'd put little hearts and smiley faces and maybe even stickers, and you fold it up real cute. So I want you to remember junior high, because you are about to go junior high on your envelopes, okay? You're going to put stickers and you're going to put cute little things, and I'm going to show you something else that I do to my envelopes. Inside of my envelopes, I have an entire funfetti party. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that so cool? So I put funfetti inside of my envelope. So when the hostess opens this, oh my goodness, she's like, oh, this is so cute. She's adorable. And it makes her smile. But I'm going to tell you why I go junior high on my envelopes. Because the moment she sees this envelope, she's going to say, oh my goodness, somebody hand wrote me a card. Oh, it's so cute. It has smiley faces. And it reconnects her to junior high. And it reminds her what it felt like to be in junior high. She's like, oh, this is so sweet. Like, when do you get anything handwritten in the mail anymore? Not only does this set you apart, it makes you memorable. It brightens her day. Trust me, she's going to throw away all the junk mail, ignore the bills, and go straight for your super cute junior high little envelope. So have fun with those. Okay, why do I still use snail mail? And this was taught to me by Daleen White, and it's real simple. I know we have text messages. I know we have emails. Why do I use snail mail? Well, there's quite a few reasons why. Because it sets you apart. It brightens someone's day. It's guaranteed arrival for the most part, okay? It's pretty much guaranteed. And actually, it's against federal law to not receive your mail, like for real. Like, I looked it up. For real, it is against federal law to not accept your mail. Now, granted, that mostly applies to legal documents, but still, she's gonna get it. And so I want guaranteed. So let me tell you the other reason why I do snail mail. Because I can't be text messaging at 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, but I sure can be writing these handwritten cards and putting them in the mail. And so my business is working for me so that I can get sleep, or I can get caught up on something else, or so that I could be holding appointments. And so this works because this is how you're coaching your appointments. This hostess is going to receive several things in the mail. We're going to read through that now. When she gets a card and then a picture of the gift she's going to earn and a hostess packet in the mail, let me ask you a question. Does she know you're coming to her house? Yeah, this woman knows that you're coming. And so I coach through the mail in the event I get too busy and I can't send a text message, or I can't call her, or I'm not going to see her. I want her to know I'm coming. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, as I said her hostess packet, I'm coming, okay? I want them to know. I want you to know I'm coming, okay? All right, so that's why we send snail mail. Even today, in today's day and age, it is so pertinent because nobody takes the time to handwrite you a note anymore. It really, truly does set you apart. All right, there are a few pre-profile questions that we do. We want to pre-profile our guests before they walk into a party. Now, I'm going to tell you what the purpose of pre-profiling is, and you can write this right above the box if you can. Pre-profiling allows you to connect with your guests prior to you ever meeting them. So let's pretend you have a hostess named Maria, and one of the invitations went to her friend Carla, okay? Now you don't know Carla, but Carla is going to text you to RSVP, and you're gonna connect with Carla. I'm gonna show you why you connect with her, because you're gonna solve all her problems. And so these are the questions that we want answered prior to even meeting someone. And I'll read through them real quick. Has she tried Mary Kay before? Now, this is an important question to ask, because if they've tried Mary Kay before, it is our responsibility to send them back to their original Mary Kay beauty consultant. If her beauty consultant is no longer a Mary Kay, then you have a new customer. But as long as that consultant is still a Mary Kay, you want to send her back, and you want to do your due diligence to send her back, because it sets us apart that we do not take each other's clients. It is very different from any other direct sales company. How do you find her former beauty consultant? You go to marykay.com and look her up. If she's not there, she's not a beauty consultant. It's really, really simple. You can also call Mary Kay, the number's on the back of your manual, and find out who her beauty consultant is, okay? So it is so important. So she says, yes, I've actually tried Mary Kay before. What is your response? Oh, who's your consultant? No, it's a little bit different. Listen to what I say. Awesome, who's your consultant? I'm sure I know her. We are all sisters in Mary Kay. What a beautiful picture it paints of the company Mary Kay Ash the woman created. We are all sisters in Mary Kay. What if you don't know her? You don't have to say that. You have to say, we're all sisters in Mary Kay. I'm sure I know her. Oh, her name is Samantha, Terry. And I'll say, oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Now, do you still have her contact information? You don't. Well, can I get that for you? Now, I want you to know the way that it works. Because she was invited to a party by your hostess, she's allowed to come. She's actually allowed to purchase product from you that day to support her hostess. But she's not ever supposed to buy product from you ever again. You're supposed to send her back to her beauty consultant for every other purchase after that. So she's still allowed to attend, and she's still allowed to buy product from you that day. All right, the second question is your skin ivory, beige, or bronze? Because we want to be prepared. Is your skin best described as dry, normal, combination, or oily? Would you describe your skin as normal or sensitive? And if she says it's sensitive, do you want to follow up by saying, is it sensitive or hypersensitive? Because if it's hypersensitive, that's when we want to move into trying to use botanicals. If she just says sensitive, the Time-Wise Miracle Set is actually approved for sensitive skin and rosacea. Question number 5 says, what would you like to change about your skin? And you don't have to list suggestions, but those are some of the responses you're going to get. We're going to talk about that. And number 6, you receive another gift when you invite a friend. Which friend would you like to invite? Now, we don't ask all these questions just like that, like a robot, like, oh, which friend would you like to invite? No, like you're gonna be pretty cool on your text messages. Just bring them up as you can. And we're gonna go through that now in our role play as we go through this, all right? So on the bottom, on page 18, you have a roadmap for the next couple of pages. And at the very top, it says there's 4 types of coaching. In yellow, we're going to coach our facials. These are appointments that we have with just one person. In pink, we're going to coach our hostesses. In coral, we will coach our guests to our parties. And in orange, we will coach our guests to Mary Kay events. And this could be to a guest event or a Mary Kay weekly success meeting, all of those events, okay? Now, I want to read to you this quote at the top before we get started, because why do we coach? I am not lucky. It was not luck that made me a national sales director. Your sales director is not a director by luck. Let me read this to you. 80% of sales require 5 attempts. And 44% of salespeople quit after the first attempt. Coaching is a system that allows you to maintain contact with your customer so that you close the deal, okay? And most of it is kind of like autopilot. I'm just gonna go through it with you. We're gonna go through the facial one, but then the rest of them kind of like very similar to booking. Once you get it once, you just repeat. It's like copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. But I did want it all spelled out in the event that you should have any questions. So let's read through our yellow boxes for a facial. Immediately, as soon as you book a facial, so I met you at a baby shower, we had a really good time, I gave you a goodie bag at the end, I got your contact information, I invited you for a facial and a makeover, and we're gonna get together Thursday at 6:30, okay? Immediately, I wanna begin pre-profiling her. Immediately, I'm gonna say, okay, so I can tell, because she's in front of me, okay? Okay, so your skin is beige. Oh my goodness, I didn't even ask you, have you ever used Mary Kay before? She's like, oh my goodness, yeah, but a long time ago. What was the name of your consultant? I'm sure I know her. We're all sisters in Mary Kay. And she says something like, I don't even remember her name. I'm like, well, how long ago was it? Because I'd like to try to get you back in contact with her. She's like, honestly, I don't remember her name. You say, well, I'd love to service you. And if you ever remember her name, I'd love to reconnect you with her. And you want to start the pre-profiling process again. So would you describe yourself, Susie, as having normal skin? Is it dry? Is it a little combination? I see it's a little shiny in the nose area. She's like, oh yeah, it's definitely combination. And then I'll ask some of the questions. I'll say, so is anti-aging a concern? And she says, yeah. So right there, live and in person, when I book her, I want to start pre-profiling. That's if I'm with her live in person or on the phone, okay? The next yellow box is you're going to send her a handwritten thank you card. The next little box is you're going to send her a reminder text message that's also a thank you, okay? And then the last thing you're going to do is after you hold the appointment, you're going to send her another handwritten card. Okay, to our hostesses, we treat a little bit differently. We do send them a handwritten thank you card right away. And within 48 hours, we want to follow up to make sure we have all the guest lists. When is that applicable? Let's pretend she wants to invite more people than's listed in the back of the profile card, or she never listed people in the back of the profile card and she says she'll get you all the names and numbers. What do I usually do in that scenario? If she doesn't list anybody and she does want to book, I just send her the invite and I tell her to copy paste. I'm like, just send it out to them. They have to RSVP to me to get a gift. That's it, real simple. As long as I get RSVPs, I will hold the appointment. Otherwise, I'll double book it, okay? To the hostess, every 2 days, you want to be sending her something. So you book it, 2 days later, you send her the reminder to get the guest list with a cute little image that's on our Driven app. Then in 2 days, you want to mail her a hostess packet with a thank you card. And what is in the hostess packet? This is actually outlined for you on the very next page. We'll actually go through it on the next page. Then 2 days later, you're going to send her the list of the RSVPs. And then you're going to call the hostess to talk to her about the party to coach her. And then you're going to send her a handwritten card after the party, okay? All right, guests to a party, they get the invitation, right? As soon as they RSVP, you send them a picture of their gift that they're going to get. And then you start texting them to see if they want to be pre-profiled via text or phone call. And then you send them 1 day before the party, you send them a fun reminder to bring a friend for a gift. And then after the party, you send them a handwritten thank you card. All right, guests to an event, they get a text invitation and a handwritten thank you card. 1 week prior to the event, you send them a text reminder with a picture of her gift or her coupon that she's getting for being your guest at the meeting. And 1 day prior to the event, you're going to call her to give her directions or to get directions or to pick her up, something like that. And then after, you're gonna send her a handwritten thank you card. All right, so this is your roadmap, and this is your cheat sheet. Once you learn what's on the inside, you'll probably only have to refer to your cheat sheet to be like, okay, where am I at? I'm on box 3 with my guest, okay? All right, so let's get started with the yellow, with the facials, and we want to pre-profile her. You know, I kind of just went through that right now, and it's on page 17. And then you're going to send her a handwritten thank you card. And what I wrote on the card is right there. Martha, thank you so much for helping me reach my goal. I just knew I could count on you. You've always been a great friend. See you Thursday at 6:30, living the dream, Auri. So I have Martha booked for 6:30. I'm going to send her a text reminder the day before or 2 days before. Hey, Martha, can't wait to see you Thursday night. What's the best way to get to your house again? I'm already packed up and going straight from work. Thank you again for helping me with my 30 Faces challenge. So grateful for you, my friend. Going to be a fun time. So I don't give her an out. By the way, I have never called to confirm someone ever in 13 years with Mary. I've never called to say, hey, I'm calling to confirm for tomorrow. Because when you call to confirm, they could say yes or no. If you told me yes, I am taking you at your word. I believe you. I don't think you're a liar. So I'm not calling to confirm. I'll call to get directions. Hey, Martha, I'm so excited to see you tomorrow. How do I get to your house again? Hey, Martha, I'm going to swing by Starbucks. Would you like a latte or something? Hey, Martha, I'm so excited. Are any of your friends coming? So I'm not calling to confirm. I'm coming. You're going to be there. Okay, so make sure you got that. And then afterwards, I send her a handwritten card as well. Martha, thank you so much for helping me reach my 30 Faces goal and kickstart my business. I had a blast reconnecting with you. Can't wait to see you again next Saturday at 2, and your friends will love it as much as you did. Living the dream, Auri. Okay, so obviously I facialed Martha, and we're getting together again next Saturday, and she's gonna invite some girlfriends because she listed them back here. So this thank you card after the facial is exactly the same as the thank you card you would have sent to the hostess as a thank you for hosting. So this one is this one, okay? Exactly the same. So this is a system, and it follows. Remember I told you, I'm teaching you how to convert this list, your wedding list, your pretend wedding list of 152 people into 650, because each of these women knows 5 women, and I'm going to show you how to get in front of them, and this is how you do it. Okay, so Martha got I booked her, we were in person, I sent her a handwritten thank you card, I sent her a text message the day before, and afterwards I sent her a thank you card. Okay, make her feel important. So to the hostess, the first thing we do is send her a handwritten thank you card. Same thing. In the event I don't have a guest list, you're going to text message to her this image. Reminder, your gift expires today. Now, where are you going to get this from? It's on the Driven app underneath resources. Guess what? When you go to text it to her from here, this text message is already in there. You can edit it, and you can add your name to the bottom. I know you love me. It's brilliant. Isn't it awesome? Okay, the next thing you're going to send your hostess is a hostess packet. Let me show you what my hostess packet looks like. Now I do mail this. You can put this entire thing into an envelope, a Mary Kay bag if you drop it off. If not, you mail it. A ribbon. Remember last week I talked about, you know, that curling ribbon that you could put your scissor through? Throw it all away. You're never going to use one of those. If Nordstrom wouldn't do it, we don't do it, okay? And so we have a satin ribbon. Look how pretty that looks, okay? So she'll get her hostess packet. It's going to have a ribbon on it. What else is in here? The first thing that is in here is another handwritten thank you card. What to write on here is in the manual. The other thing that she has is on cardstock, our hostess program. I'm going to take a moment now to go through our hostess program. There is a reason why your Mary Kay University package came with a hostess program printed on cardstock. I wanted you to see how much more professional it is on cardstock and how much sturdier it is as well too. I used this exact sheet to do her calculations at the end of my party, and I want her to get excited. It doesn't feel the same on paper, okay? So our hostess program is our original Mary Kay hostess program, which is awesome. I do love that it has the brush set on here because I think this is a big takeaway item for a lot of our hostesses. But there's basically 2 options. She does not choose an option prior to the party. An option is chosen after the party is over based off of which one will benefit her the most. So option number 1 is based off of her sales and based off of her bookings, there is a percentage of sales that she gets. So if she had no bookings from her party, she gets 10% of the sales. With 1 booking, 15% of the sales, and with 2 bookings, 20% of the sales. Notice how it rounds to a number up to $500 in sales. She will receive a maximum of $100 in hostess credits. Okay? All right. Option number 2, if her sales were not that high or her bookings were not that great, every hostess, no matter what, gets 75 for 35. And here it is, 75 for 35. That's basically a $40 discount. I have encouraged you several times to read ahead in your manual. And in the next chapter, 5 on sales, there are sample hostess receipts on the last page of that section. I highly encourage you to take a look at them, okay? Another thing that we offer our hostesses is a free mascara with her guest list within 48 hours. Now, I'm really particular about when I give this mascara to the hostess. So this is what I do. At the party, when everyone's doing their mascara, their lip gloss, and their cream eye color, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, this mascara, it's so good. I just love this mascara. Everybody's now done. I say, so did you guys really like that mascara? They say, yes. I say, well, I have a gift for our hostess, another one. And I pull it out and I put it in a bag. You know, it looks just like this, but there's mascara inside. And I pull it out and say, this is for our hostess. Yay, congratulations, Martha. This is for being a woman of your word and getting your guest list to me on time. And so I really appreciate you as a business partner for partnering with me. I wanted to give you this as a gift. So it sets in the mind of every guest there, hey, if I'm going to host for Auri, I need to have my guest list to her. Okay, and that keeps it real simple and it keeps the ball kind of like turning. Okay, so this is our hostess program. I just wanted to review that with you so that you're familiar with it. When we get to chapter 5 on sales and I show you how to do sales tickets, I want you to know, I don't want you to be afraid to give somebody $100 in free product. Okay, for the most part, most hostesses end up paying for their own product. It costs you nothing. Okay, which is awesome, and I'll go through that next week. All right, so we've got our hostess sheet is in there. The other thing that I put in here is the steps to success for sure. Now, one of these did come in your starter kit, and I do recommend that you order them on section 2. 5 come in a pack. It's extremely professional. It has the pictures of the Mary Kay career cards and our entire success plan, including the starter kit and how to move up the career path, because the best recruit you will ever have is a Mary Kay hostess. All right, and there's 2 more things in here. 1 is a Mary Kay lookbook, and 2 are receipts with your labels already on the bottom. Okay, now we give her receipts so that she can collect outside orders, and I want to know what all her outside orders are before the party so I can bring them with me to the party so she can give them to her coworkers. Outside orders usually happen to people who cannot attend. So I want to help my hostess get outside orders. So I just tell her, listen, Mabel can't go, or I haven't heard from Mabel, Maria, and Susie. You want to follow up with them. Don't forget, if they can't attend, get their outside order. Okay, don't forget, if they can't attend, get their outside order. So I do remind my hostess. All right, so that's what's in the hostess packet. And let's turn to page 21. The next thing that I'm going to send my hostess is a printed picture of what she wants to earn for free. Okay, I print it right on paper and I write on the paper. And there's a sample here of what that looks like. Okay, in this instance, the hostess had told me she really wants to get her Color 101 look for free. So I put a picture of the Color 101 right there. Okay, and this is the letter that I wrote to her. Martha, I can't wait for our next appointment and to do your makeover. You're going to have so much fun learning about color. I know that these are your wish list items and I love partnering with you to make sure that you get them for free. I'll be there Saturday about an hour before your friends arrive so we can work on your new look. Can't wait to see their faces when they see your look. You're totally, you totally deserve this pampering session. One word got cut off. Living the dream, Auri. Okay, so that's the next thing that you send her. And then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to text your hostess about how many RSVPs she's gotten. Okay, now if the party's on Saturday, I'd probably do this text message on Thursday, so about 2 days before. So the first text message I'm gonna send Martha, hey Martha, I'm so excited because Mabel, Candy, and Christy are coming. Sarah is so upset she can't come, but I'm getting together with her next Tuesday, so you'll still get hostess credit. Oh, and Candy is bringing a friend, yay. I haven't heard from Jenny, Erica, Amanda, or Liz yet. I just sent them a reminder text with their invite, but will you copy and paste the message below to all your friends? Thanks. You're the hostess with the mostest, and can you talk real quick about tomorrow? And she says, oh, yay, that's awesome to hear. Can we talk at 5? And then I sent her the message, yep, call you at 5. Here's what to send your friends. Girl, I'm so excited for our girlfriend makeover on Saturday. It's going to be so much fun, and I'm totally in love with their products. My skin looks and feels amazing. Don't forget to RSVP via text to Ari at 305-479-4591 for your gift. Thank you in advance for supporting my friend. She's so excited to meet you, Martha. So I send it to the hostess. The hostess just copies, pastes, and sends it to the girls I listed, Jenny, Erica, Amanda, and Liz. Okay? All right. She says to call her at 5. I'm going to call her at 5. That call, I'm going to review the things listed here in this box. That her color appointment is an hour before. Will she please assist me with raffle tickets during the party? So your hostess is your assistant during the party. To please serve food after the facials, because if they're eating while they're putting product on their hand, they could get a zit, and I don't want them to think it's Mary Kay when it was the cookie they were eating or the empanada they were eating, okay? Also, I do talk to the hostess about alcohol, because if she mentions it especially, I say, oh my goodness, I just want you to know that usually when girls drink alcohol, their skin flares up and their face gets red, and I've even had some people drink too much, and I've almost had a girl poke out her eyeball with a mascara wand. And seriously, Martha, I don't have insurance for that. So can you serve the drinks when I'm done? Okay, and why do we do that? Because Mary Kay Ash, our founder, asked us not to have alcohol at our parties. Of course, we can't tell people what to do in their homes, so it's so important that we use tact, right? And so we make a funny out of it, and we talk logic, like we don't want their faces red and flushed and they can't even, but the reality is that women purchase less when they are drinking, not more, because they can't make, women aren't like the greatest decision makers because they're not really taught to make decisions. So it takes them a while to just think about it. They just go, oh, I want this. Like it takes them a while. Well, when they're drinking, that's even delayed more. The only thing you buy more of when you're drinking is more drinks or food. You get hungry. So I just want to really recommend that you adhere to Mary Kay's policies and really follow our culture and avoid any situations. Now, you know, what if she wants to do cocktails? You say, can we please do mocktails? You know, like you want to be really cute about it as much as possible. All right. Another thing that that I coach them on is I say, well, I'm really excited for all these women to get some adult pampering time. So I just want to make sure that they know that it's just going to be the big girls. You know, are they aware of that? And what if she says, oh, but Christy can't come unless she brings her daughter? You know, I'm like, how old is her daughter? Her daughter's 5. I'm like, is she really going to enjoy it? She's like, probably not. I'm like, do you have a local teenager that, you know, I'll give her a lip gloss if she'll come watch her daughter, something like that. Maybe, you know, your niece, someone who lives on the block, something like that. I try to be as helpful as possible in that situation, okay? You want to take a black tablecloth and put it in your starter kit. Why? You want to throw a tablecloth over their table because it makes all your product pop and it keeps it all looking really simple and professional and more just easier to process, you know, when the tablecloth is black. So put a black tablecloth in your starter kit. I do want to ask her, hey, by any chance, did you get any RSVPs that I didn't get? Because you're like, oh yeah, I told my neighbor about it. I forgot. And I just say, remember that when she RSVPs to me, she gets a gift. Okay. So can you send her that text I sent to you? Just copy and paste it over. And then the last thing I ask her is, have you gotten any outside orders, or how many outside orders have you gotten? And send me pictures of those receipts so I could bring the products with me. Okay, so I just have her text me pictures of the receipts and that's it. Okay, the last thing that I do is, and that's it, pretty much that's it. I've coached my hostess after the party. I send her a handwritten card after the party. This handwritten card that you send after the party should have a sincere compliment about the event. So here's an example. Martha, you're the best hostess ever. What a wonderful time I had in your beautiful home while getting to know your friends and family. what spectacular women. Like, I was blown away by the quality of these women. So I put that. Again, thank you for partnering with me. I truly appreciate you living the dream, Auri. Okay. And I really, if I want Martha on my team, and on a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 6, a 7, an 8, or a 9, and she did not fill out that beauty agreement right away, I want to invite her to come to a Mary Kay event. And so that's the last step, is send her an invitation to the event. Invitations to your weekly success meeting are on our Driven app. If it's not, just send an email to drivenoffice@gmail.com and we'll get them on there. But here's a sample text message. Martha, I'm so excited for you to meet my Mary Kay sales director, Christine. She's going to love you. Here's your invite and a coupon for 50% off any item of your choice. Let me know what you want so I can bring you the product. So I teach beauty consultants that when you have someone come to the meeting to be your guest of honor and they've already tried the product or they've already been a hostess and you really want to recruit her, tell her, I'm going to pay you to come. Please be my guest of honor. You can have any item of your choice up to $55 value at half off. What do you want? I'm going to have it there for you. I'm paying you to be there. Just come and check it out. And we're going to talk about this more in our recruiting class, which is the last one. But I just want you to know that the meeting is so powerful, not because you can't recruit them. They've connected with you. They like you. But sometimes they need to see something different. Like, you're a mom and she's not. Or she's a mom and you're not. Or you're in different stages of life. Or she needs to see someone from her culture working this Mary Kay business successfully. And the meeting does that. The meeting truly, truly does that. So that's the last step for our hostess. All right, you guys ready to coach the guest? The guest to Martha's meeting. Okay, the guest to Martha's party, excuse me. So we are on page 23. And I got all the names and numbers on the back of Martha's profile card, and I'm going to send all those girls an invitation. And this is exactly what it looks like. I created that one on red stamp, and there's a text, so I send it to them. Save the date. Martha invites you to a fun pampering party Saturday at 10:30 at her house. RSVP via text to me for a gift. Invite a friend and receive another gift. Can't wait to meet you, Anamati, Martha's favorite MK girl. Okay, so you introduce yourself at the end. So someone replies, thank you, Anamati, for the invite. I'll be there. Yay. Now I know who replies because I sent out all the invitations. Her number came up. It was Carla. So I put, yay, party time. You get a gift. Pick below. Would you like to end your makeover with a lipstick or gloss on Saturday? That is my favorite pre-profiling question to ask first because it gets them excited. Now notice that I sent Carla a picture of her gift, okay? I just have these always made. In the last chapter, it told you what to put in here. You want to put a product sample with your label on it, some fun, crinkle paper. I like to use tulle, and then I write her name. So these are all made and they don't have anybody's name on them. What is this? It's my business card. So simple. It's just your business card, and I write her name on it. And then I text her a picture of it. Isn't that so awesome? So that people get excited. So immediately I send her the picture and she's like, oh, that's so cute. I'm so excited now. Do you have a pink matte lipstick? Yes, you're going to love it. Got a couple questions for you. Is your skin ivory, beige, or bronze? Do you prefer I call you or text you? I'm beige and text works great. Okay. Awesome sauce. Is your skin dry, normal, combination, or oily? Pick the best one. My skin is combination and my nose is super shiny all day long. Girl, Saturday will be your last day with a shiny nose. By any chance, is anti-aging a concern yet? And listen to where I'm going with this. Absolutely. Make me look younger and less shiny, please. Perfect. We have one of the few anti-aging products on the market that also reduces oiliness. And this is a fact. Okay. Is there anything else about your skin you'd like to change? You guys, the Time-Wise Miracle Set. It is one of the very few products on the market for combination to oily skin that is also anti-aging. Go out there, go to the counter, see what you find. Almost everything that is anti-aging, it is not for combination to oily skin. Okay. She says, not really, except for puffy eyes. Okay. And I'm so sorry about that ding. I don't know how to turn those off. Okay. And I'm going to put, oh, I'll bring my soothing eye gel. You're new. You're like, oh gosh, I don't know all the products. Would I be able to make a recommendation? Watch this. On her customer profile card, okay, I put Carla. I have her phone number because I've been texting with her. Now I know she's beige. I know she's combination to oily. This question right here, okay? Number 5, the skin around your lips and eyes requires special care. Select the statement that best applies to you. Well, she says she had puffy eyes. So if I mark the third box that says puffy eyes, when I lift this sheet up, it gives me a recommended product. And the recommended product for puffy eyes is right there. Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. You don't need to know the products. All you need to do is check these boxes, and right behind it, it gives you a recommended product. This will be very helpful in the next chapter when I teach you how to close out your sales. You, as a beauty consultant, will be able to give recommendations based off of what she checks on this box. Yay! It's so awesome. And I say, oh, I'll bring my soothing eye gel that depuffs. I can text you the link if you want more info on it. Last question, have you ever tried Mary Kay before? Thanks, yes, send me the link, please. I tried it a long time ago at my cousin's house. Where did I get this link from? I want you to know I went to marykay.com. On the search bar, I typed in Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. The product came up on my phone, and there was a button called Share, and I hit the share button, and I shared it with Carla, and that's exactly how it came across her phone. All right, we're moving right along right up here, okay? Oh no, it got a little bit cut off. I'm so sorry, but this is the script. I asked her, do you have a Mary Kay beauty consultant? I'm sure I know her. What is your Mary Kay beauty consultant's name? I'm sure I know her. We are all sisters in Mary Kay, okay? If your copy is cut off, that's what it says. Actually, I don't remember her name because it was a long time ago, and I haven't heard from her since then, okay? Okay, cool. Just a reminder, when you bring a friend, you get another gift, and she gets a gift when she RSVPs with me. So feel free to pass along my super cute invite. Have a great day. See you Saturday, okay? So let's just pretend I pre-profiled her on Monday, okay? I would send her the invitation again on Friday. One day before the party, I'll resend the invitation. So I sent her the invitation on Monday. She replied to me to RSVP. We texted back and forth. This is pre-profiling. It stops here. Friday, I sent her the invite again. Listen to what it says. Hi, Carla. Happy Friday. Can't wait to see you tomorrow at 10:30 at Martha's. And I literally type in Martha's address to make it easy for her so she doesn't get lost. It'll map it. Also, I have your gift. Last chance to RSVP a friend for another gift. Just forward her the invite and ask her to text me on Amadi. Okay, so she says, okay, see you then. Happy Friday. I told my girl Susie about it. Hopefully she sends you a text. So she did copy this and paste it over to her friend Susie. And as long as Susie RSVPs with me, I will have a gift for Susie. So when do I give these gifts out to my guests who have RSVP'd? And this is only for RSVPs, okay? I have them at the table when I do the individual close at the end of the party, okay? So it's at the individual close. I don't do it at the table. I do it in the living room, sitting on the couch, and we'll talk about that more next week as well, too. All right, and the last thing that you're gonna do is after the party, you will send Carla a handwritten card. Now, this handwritten card I'm sending Carla has two purposes. Number one, to thank her, but number two is to remind her about her second date that she has with me. Hi, Carla. It was so great to meet you at Martha's. You definitely were the life of the party, and I'm so glad we can get together again. I'm so looking forward to your second date on Thursday at 6:30. I already sent the invite to your friends because she did give me their names and numbers on the back of the profile card. Okay. I know they're going to have to your friends and have several RSVPs already. Yay. I know we're going to have a blast if they are anything like you. I truly appreciate you helping me reach my 30 faces goal, and it's been lots of fun partnering with you. Have an awesome day living the dream, Auri. Okay. And the last group of people that we coach are guests to an event, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do to coach a guest to an event is invite her. We have to invite her. Hey, Mabel, I'm so excited for you to meet my Mary Kay sales director, Christine. She's gonna love you. Here's your coupon for 50% off any item of your choice as a thank you for being my guest of honor. Let me know what you want so I can bring you the products. See you tomorrow night. Here's the address. Do you need directions, okay? And I will send her not only the text, I'll send her the coupon and the invitation to my meeting, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna send her a handwritten card before she goes if there's enough time. Like if I think she'll get it in the mail before, and there's what I send her before, okay? Then I'm gonna send her a text message a day before the event, a day before my weekly success meeting. Hey Mabel, so excited for you to meet my director, Christine. She's gonna love you. Here's the invite for next week. Hope you're loving your Mary Kay products. Have a great day. And the last thing I do is I send her a handwritten card afterwards. So you notice like it's all pretty much about the same thing. Once you get the hang of it, that's just how coaching works. And this is what coaching is. It is the art of keeping your appointments. It's keeping tabs and touching base with everyone so that your appointments go through. And I just want you to know that you just have to scatter enough seeds. Do I get cancellations? Absolutely, I do, because life happens and people get sick and their kids have emergencies and their husband gets called into work and now she doesn't have a sitter. I'm not saying things don't happen, but I'm much more prepared. I've been much more intentional. When I'm this intentional, people rebook and I get them back on my calendar faster. I hope that this has really helped you realize what the art of coaching is and how you can have an 85% hold ratio, just like I do. All right, so our challenge for this week, okay, your challenge for this week. Last week, I asked you to hand out 5 goodie bags and get 5 contacts, okay? This week, you're gonna coach those 5 contacts that you made to get appointments and coach those appointments. The other thing I want you to do is coach your appointments that you put into your date book for your Power Start. You're going to start coaching those appointments. Figure out where you are and send out those handwritten cards, those text messages. A lot of it is on the Driven app for you in 2 sections, send an invite and resources, okay? And I just want to remind you, to graduate from Mary Kay University, you do need to submit your weekly accomplishment sheet every single week to your sales director. Auri, but what if I haven't sold anything this week? Like I'm so new, I'm just getting started. You're still gonna submit a weekly accomplishment sheet to start creating the habit, even if it says 0, okay? Because we are all better with accountability. So submit your weekly accomplishment sheet. The weekend's on Saturday, and you can submit it any day starting Sunday. Just make sure your director has it before your weekly success meeting. And you need to hold 3 parties, okay? And of course, you have to take all your classes in Mary Kay University. Hold 3 parties. Does my grand opening count? It sure does. Your debut counts, okay? So you gotta hold 3 parties, all right? And finish your Mary Kay University. All right. So we've come to the end of our chapter. You have your challenge. Don't forget to submit your weekly accomplishment sheet. I can't wait to see you at graduation. Make it a powerful, pink, and on purpose day. I love you. Bye.